So it's been a while since I talked in front of the camera. I've been pretty busy, and I feel like my last video was pretty heavy towards the emotional side. So I did my egg diet, and I talked about like my breakup and just like how I felt about my body. So it took a lot out of me, to be honest, and that's why I had a little break from YouTube, which was around 2 weeks. And I thought I might do something else, which is how I lost weight on my legs. So I'm also going to show you my before and after shots of my legs, and I feel like this angle is the most obvious because you can see my thigh gap. So this is going to be day 1 of my legs, week 1, and then week 2. So as you can see, there's definitely a bigger gap between each of the photos that I have. Also, before we begin, I just want to say that I am not a PT, I'm not any sort of way or form a health practitioner, so please do your own research. I just want to share my own tips on how I lost weight on my legs. So tip number 1 is to eat healthy. I know that phrase is overlooked, but honestly, trust me, that is the number 1 thing that you can do for yourself. I do feel like weight loss and weight gain is 80% food and also 20% exercise. And keep in mind, exercise is also really important as well. But at my heaviest, I was eating fried food, I was eating spicy food. Oh my goodness, I am in love with spicy food. I could eat it every single day. So I was eating like hot noodles, a lot of meat, a lot of processed food, and a lot of energy drinks, like even those 0-calorie ones, which I don't think are healthy at all. I know people think that the 0-calorie drinks are healthy for you because it's 0 calories, but honestly I feel like it made my digestion go out of whack. So I tend to have a lot of natural things, for example green juice, and just anything of low amounts of sugar, and which will be very natural as well, for example tea. So tip number 2 is going for long ass walks, and honestly it has changed my life for the better, both on the physical as well as the mental sense, because when you go for long walks, you're not on social media, you're breathing fresh air, and you're moving your whole body and just having a lot of me time for a few hours per week. And when I go for long walks, I usually go for 1.5 hours to 2 hours, depending on how fast I walk. But wow, it's like a mini therapy session every time I go for a long ass walk. Usually I go for a long walk 5-6 times a week. I make time out of my days to go for long walks, and honestly, if you guys have not gone for a long walk for a while, please go for one, because you honestly feel like a much better person afterwards. So that's definitely felt like a big change towards my legs as well, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of walking, obviously. So tip number 4 is stretching, and I probably stretch, or actually every day. I'll be stretching during yoga, I'll be stretching before and after workout, I'll be stretching just when I'm home alone. And if I really want to be cute, I like to stretch and make a ritual out of it. For example, I'll get my yoga mat out, I'll put a candle up, I'll put some nice calming music and just stretch away. And also it's really encouraging to see that you progress with your stretches and your flexibility every time you do stretch, or like the last week you did, because I feel like every time you do stretch, you get a bit more flexible compared to before. And there's so many benefits of stretching. For example, you'll be more flexible, you get better posture, it's stress relief, also it's increased blood circulation. So once you do stretch, you do feel like a lot of benefits come out of it. Also, I feel like the reason why I can go for walks so often and for so many periods of time is because I stretch so much, and it really helps my body just ease out of all that tension as well. The 4th tip I have, which is going to be really random, but also I think has definitely helped me, is acupuncture. And acupuncture was something I always felt quite apprehensive about, and I was just like, what difference would it make to your body when you're just constantly having needles around your body? Like, what does it do? But when I first did it, which sounds really silly, I thought they'd be constantly putting needles on you, like all the time. But when you actually go and have your session, they'll be putting needles on you for 30 seconds or so, because they're very quick with it, and just leave you alone for half an hour. And I'll just be on my phone, or like I'll be meditating for half an hour with like needles sticking all around my body. And when I first had my trial session through a Groupon, she was just like, what do you want to target? And I was just like, I want to target overall well-being as well as my weight loss. And she was like, okay, we'll do your thighs and your stomach. And the 5th one, which is going to sound quite spiritual, and I know some people won't hear to hear this, but it is a manifestation. Yes, girls, it is manifestation. And what I basically do is I'll visualize myself with a nice long beautiful legs, or like I'll journal myself having nice legs, and that is definitely at the least motivated me to go for long walks, eat more healthy, do my acupuncture sessions. And honestly, I generally think it makes a big difference towards probably how I think, because at my biggest, I was at the most lowest stage in my life, probably because of the breakup, and I felt like I was constantly putting myself down. But after I started like looking into law of attraction, manifestation and journaling, it's definitely helped me become more, I guess, self-aware of my own faults, and also make me more of a positive person. So I definitely would recommend, if you guys aren't aware of already, to look into law of attraction, because it has changed my life for the better. Alright then guys, my throat's hoarse and I'm getting hungry. I think includes the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching until the end of my video, and I think this is about it.